In this video, I'm sharing 25 little ways that we can romanticize our life this winter season. And if I'm being honest, this is the time of the year where we need to prioritize this the most. Winter can be the time of the year where people struggle the most. But winter doesn't need to feel bland and make you depressed. Start truly romanticizing your life this season and watch everything become much more magical. Hey friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Jillz and I help women step into their power, tap into their divine feminine, and become their best self, create their dream life. So if that's something you want to do, you should subscribe and stick around. The first way to romanticize your life this winter season, and in my opinion, one of the most important ways, is to embrace what winter offers. Nature operates in cycles, and that is a beautiful thing. And each season offers us something special, something different. With winter, we're offered the gift of time inside to rest, reflect, restore, slow down. The point is that each season has a theme, and I feel like winter's theme is the cocoon, the time where we go inward and restore so that we can be that beautiful butterfly in the spring. So embrace the cycle of rest and recovery. Don't push yourself to be go, go, go all the time if that just does not feel aligned. And so many people will say about the winter season is that it's so cold, it's so dreary, it's so dark, ugh, I hate it. But this only adds to our suffering, and we need to be able to spot and amplify the good and wonderful things about this season. The joys of winter, the joys of slowing down, the joys of a little bit more darkness and inside time. Once you can start noticing and recognizing the beauty of the winter season, it becomes a lot more enjoyable. The second way to romanticize your life this winter is to prioritize daytime walks. So for example, in the summer, I usually go for walks like in the morning and then at sunset because that's just the most comfortable for me. But in the winter, it gets cold and it gets dark, and I want to take advantage of the sunshine and the daylight that I have. Our day is shorter, and I think it's really important to make time to get outside during the middle of the day when the temperature is highest, when the sun is most likely to be shining, and enjoy the fresh air. I feel like after lunch is the best time to do this, even if this means eating lunch at your desk while you're working so you can take a 30-minute break to go walk outside afterwards. I feel like that's worth it. The third way to romanticize your life this winter, this is one of my favorites. You can do this any time of year, but this is especially wonderful and lovely in the winter, is to add a fresh eucalyptus branch to your shower head. So basically what you do is you take some eucalyptus and then you tie it to your shower head so that when you turn the shower on hot and you take a nice hot steaming shower, then those eucalyptus oils will go into the air and it will feel like a spa. You just kind of tie it up there with like a hairband or a rubber band. It's really easy. Number 4 is to try some new winter recipes. So I feel like winter is the time of like warm, cozy, comforting food, especially like crock pot meals and warm soups and things like that. I feel like those things are just so wonderful in the winter and so cozy. So try some new winter dishes, butternut squash soup, tomato basil soup, or chicken noodle soup, or like a good stew or something like that, something that you make in the crock pot. Those things are so easy, but so cozy and so very winter. Fifth way to romanticize your life this winter is to host a girlfriends and goals night. So basically this is just a night where you get together with your girlfriends, maybe you all like bring some snacks or some wine or whatever. And the intention is to get clear on your goals. You can make a vision board. You can talk about what you want to manifest that next year. You can decide what your word of the year is for 2024. I love doing this. Choose one word for the year that is your main big intention. So for 2023, my word of the year was action. I wanted to be a little bit more bold and take more action, especially without overthinking things. I'm not sure yet what my word of the year is for 2024, but if you guys know what your word is, let me know in the comments below. Sixth way to romanticize your life this winter is to learn something new. And I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to winter, like the darkness of the night, the early nights, the chilly weather, the more time inside, there's something about the stillness of those winter days and especially winter nights that makes me want to go inward, get all cozy, focus on myself, and just learn something new. Something that I've been wanting to learn for a while, but I haven't done yet. I mean, I'm very curious and I just love to learn, but I love that feeling of getting all cozy in bed in my PJs early on and then just opening my laptop or opening a book and learning whatever it is that I want to learn. And it could be anything. Like, you could literally learn anything these days from the power of the internet. If you are interested in learning something new, whatever that is, maybe you are a creative who wants to learn how to turn that into a side hustle, then you should check out Skillshare, who is very, very kindly sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community that has thousands of online classes. They have so many different course topics ranging from email marketing, how to use social media for business, productivity, to sewing, cooking, and interior design. Right now, I'm currently taking this class called Notion for YouTube Creators by Asante Bean. I'm a YouTuber and I love using Notion for literally anything and everything to help me stay organized. So this one was kind of a no-brainer for me and I'm really enjoying it. I like learning about all those like cool formulas that you can use and anything for like staying organized. I'm just really into all that kind of stuff. But if you are interested in potentially starting your own business or a side hustle, Skillshare has what you need to help turn that passion into a business. Maybe you need to learn how to do email marketing, or maybe you want to learn how to open your first Etsy shop or how to do graphic design. Skillshare has what you need and can help you get there. And Skillshare's classes are taught by people who have already walked the walk, so to say. And as I always say, work smarter, not harder. Don't struggle trying to figure out everything on your own when you don't have to. And when you become a Skillshare member, you also become a part of a community of people who are learning the exact same things as you. If you're one of the first 500 people to click the link below, you'll get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, a whole month free. And the link for that is down in the description box, just right there. So jump on that. There's so many good courses on there and it would be silly not to take advantage of that. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. 7th way to romanticize your life is ice skating. I love ice skating all the time, but ice skating in the winter is just so wonderful. Whether it's an outdoor rink or an indoor rink, it's just so much fun. You can be all bundled up and wear cute clothes. I love it, such a vibe. The 8th way to romanticize your life this winter is to make yourself sweat. Now, I've always loved like saunas and steam rooms and things like that, but they are especially lovely in the winter when you are cold or where you just don't really sweat as much. I usually just don't sweat as much in the winter. It just feels so good and so purifying. And before you say that it's out of your budget, definitely go check out like the local gyms near you. Sometimes they have it, or even like Korean spas. That can sometimes be a little bit more affordable. Number 9 is to add more laughter and comedy into your life. Instead of always watching like these intense drama TV shows or movies, I think in the winter especially, it's really fun to switch that up and just watch like a lot of comedies, especially like happy comedies, rom-coms, things like that. Laughter makes us happy. It keeps us happy. It keeps us high vibe. And in the winter, some of us more than others might need that little boost. This is a great like no effort way to keep a healthier, more high vibe emotional state. Or even go to like a live comedy show near you or watch one of those like Netflix comedy specials. Those are always entertaining. Number 10 is to prioritize a cozy home. Again, it's winter. We're spending a lot more time inside and we just feel so much better when we are spending time in a space that is nice, that is clean, that is cozy, that is organized. Be mindful of the way that your space looks. Be mindful of putting things away after you're done using them. For example, when I'm done watching TV in the living room, I'll put the remote where I like to go in its proper space. I take my blanket and I fold it back up and I put it in my little blanket basket that I have. I put my things away and I try to take care of them. And yes, this is effort, but it feels so good. It feels so good to wake up the next morning to a clean, tidy, organized space. For the seasons of life where we are spending more time inside, which is usually winter, we need to make sure that that time inside is actually enjoyable and nice to be in. Next way to romanticize your life, and one of my favorites, is to embrace the winter wardrobe. I just love winter clothes. I love winter accessories. I love scarves. I love big oversized coats. I love boots. I love sweaters. I just love all that kind of stuff. I love beanies. I love gloves. Like having a nice pair of like chic leather gloves feels wonderful. Very elegant. I kid you not, part of the reason why I moved from Southern California to an area where I now have seasons is because I was so tired and sad of not being able to wear winter clothes. Also adding tights. I love wearing tights with a really cute mini skirt or a mini dress. I just think it looks so good. And I recently just got a pair of like pattern tights, like polka dot tights. I'm just so excited about it for winter. But adding on to that, number 12, warm oversized hoodies. There's just nothing better better than the perfect hoodie, especially in the winter. It just feels so cozy, so comforting, so homey. Like, you gotta have one. Everyone needs to have at least one good hoodie. I usually buy like one new hoodie every winter just because I like it, because hoodies are awesome. You might already have a hoodie that you love, but if you don't, I do have some really cute ones on my Soft Life store, which I will link below in case you want to check it out. Number 13 is a little bit cheesy, but cute, and that is to create a pillow fort. I honestly think that this could be a really cute date night idea. You guys could make some home-baked cookies or order takeout and then watch a movie, maybe hang up some like twinkle lights or something. I think it could be really cute, or it could even be a really cute way to surprise your partner or something, but it's just cozy and it's intimate. 14th way to romanticize your life this winter is to spend the afternoon at a bookstore. Either find a really cute bookstore near you or go to Barnes & Noble, but an afternoon bookstore little date with yourself is such a vibe, especially in the winter. Enough said for this one. If you know, you know. And number 15 is face masks. Face masks are always a good idea, but in the winter, they are especially wonderful, you know, because our skin might be getting a little bit more dry, a little bit more irritated, and a little self-care night is always a good idea. Give your skin a little extra TLC, find masks that are actually like good and high quality. Don't just buy the cheap ones just to do a face mask, because sometimes those can then just irritate your skin more. Choose good ones, but like a face mask while you're in the bubble bath, perfect combo. And number 16, such an easy one, but just so simple and so fun. That is to add a red lip. I love adding like a sultry red lip in the winter, especially at night. I don't really do this during the day, but if I'm going out at night, like with my friends or on a date night, I think that just simply adding a red lip spices up your whole look. And then you combine that with like the winter wardrobe with the oversized coats, with the scarves or the gloves, or like the mini dress with tights. Like, I just think it's such a vibe. So number 17, not sure if you guys have seen these or not yet, but there's something called conversation cards. And I think that they are really cute, and this would be a wonderful thing to do during the winter. You're spending more time inside, but this is a wonderful thing to do with your partner or your date or your girlfriends. So basically, conversation cards are like cards that you pick, you do it together, and they have very interesting or thought-provoking questions on there. And they can honestly really help to facilitate really good, deep communication. Also, these would be really great as stocking stuffers or as like a little gift for someone, like a friend or a coworker or something like that. Give them a try if you haven't already. Number 18 is to have things to look forward to. It can be tempting to be in hermit mode all winter and not really make any plans for socializing or anything like that. But I think for winter, and especially for people who really struggle with like seasonal depression or have a harder time in winter, it's important to put things on the calendar and have things to look forward to. Whether it's just a one-on-one dinner with your friend, or that weekend trip to somewhere sunnier, or a few days skiing in the mountains, or that new movie that you're really looking forward to. It's important to always be looking forward to things in life and not just looking forward for winter to end. And putting those little things in your calendar, whether it's as simple as a coffee date with a new friend or a trip to Mexico, the winter season just becomes a lot more special and a lot more memorable. Now, next, number 19, one way to make winter a little bit more fun is to take advantage of like indoor sports and indoor play. Now, I've already talked about ice skating. That's a really good option for like an indoor sport, an indoor fun activity that we can do. I mean, or it can be outside too, but you get the point. But there's so many other things. You can go rock climbing, you can do laser tag, you can go to an indoor pickleball court or basketball court, yoga classes, dance classes, axe throwing, play some pool, play some darts. There's so many things that we can do inside regardless of the weather. There's just so much that you can do, and this helps you get out of the house, do things with friends or be around other people. And also, some of these things are just a great way to move your body and stay active. Next way to romanticize your life this winter is by adding a sunrise alarm clock to your bedroom. I've talked a few times about my Hatch and how much I love it. It's 100% absolutely worth the money. So it slowly brightens and lightens up the room over like 30 minutes or however long you set the timer for. And then it plays like wonderful music, whatever you choose. Having a sunrise alarm clock is great any time of the year, but I feel like winter, it's just especially helpful. I feel like it can kind of help us get up, get going, and get that light in our eyes and kind of wake us up in a soft way. I'll link the Hatch below, the one that I have, in the description box, just in case you want to check it out. Number 21, the next way to romanticize your life this winter is spa days. Who doesn't love a good spa day? Now, there's definitely different different ranges for these spa days. You know, you can go somewhere super luxe and fancy and pay a bunch of money, or there are other places that are more affordable, but it feels good to devote a few hours of your afternoon to just yourself. Maybe you're getting a massage or a facial or just sit in the steam room, but it just feels good, and spa days are just extra nourishing in the winter for some reason. And kind of piggybacking off of that, number 22 is salt caves. If you've never heard of a salt cave, it's basically a cave with a bunch of salt. I don't mean like real caves. It's like businesses that have these rooms that you can go into that look and feel like caves but are just a bunch of salt. Salt caves can be super helpful if you have any sort of respiratory issues, like you have a stuffy nose or anything like that. It's supposed to be helpful for our skin and our anxiety. It's supposed to be relaxing. To be honest, this is something that I have not tried yet, but it's been on my list for a while now, so I'm gonna give it a go. I found a place near me, and you can go with a friend. You don't have to go alone. You can go with a friend and sit and chat with them the whole time. But I do know that salt caves are supposed to be extra beneficial for if you have any respiratory issues or any asthma or any like lung issues, things like that. It's supposed to be really helpful for help clearing that out. So maybe if you're trying to like get over a winter cold or something like that, that would be a great time to go. Next, number 23 are winter ambiance videos. I actually said this one for the How to Romanticize Your Life in Fall for my fall video for fall ambiance videos, but I love doing this for winter ambiance videos too. So you just go into YouTube, you type in the search bar, winter ambiance videos, and there are a bunch of really cute videos that come up that you can just put on the screen all day. Some of them will go for like 8 hours. Just put it on your TV, and it's so cute, it's so cozy, it feels so wintry, especially if you live somewhere that doesn't get very wintry, doesn't get cold, doesn't get snowy. This can be a great way to bring that winter season into your home. Number 24 is weighted blankets, because who doesn't love a weighted blanket, especially in the winter? Feels wonderful. And last but not least, number 25 are handwritten thank you notes. Receiving a random letter in the mail from someone you care about just feels good. And if you're looking to enhance your mood this winter, this is it. Gratitude. It's all about gratitude. This will completely shift your energy and your mindset and put you into a different headspace. So just randomly, there doesn't have to be a reason, just send a handwritten thank you note to your friend or maybe a family member or your mom. Even though you talk to her every single day on the phone, it will still feel so good to her when she receives a random handwritten thank you note in the mail from you. Or maybe send a thank you note to that old teacher that you had back in high school that completely transformed the trajectory of your life. This is gonna make you feel good, but also the receiver of this note is going to feel so good too. It's going to light them up. Random appreciation and love and gratitude not only feels good to receive, but it also feels really good to give too. Let me know how you plan to romanticize your life this winter. Let me know what ideas you loved off of this list, or if there's anything that you can think of, share them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and staying until the very end. I always appreciate you. And if you haven't seen this video, then you might want to go check it out. So I will either see you over there or I'll just see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.